Hey crafters, welcome into Guys Craft 2. My name is John and this is take two. So I attempted not to record a video in the YouTube studio and didn't go so well. So with that said, I am re-recording this video. So if you've already tried to watch the other one and it didn't work, um, you're not having deja vu. I did record it again and left the old, what I call the long arm room now, where I used to do all the recordings, and moved back down to the YouTube studio where I should have done this to begin with. But I am excited because for the first time, I have received my order from Matthew over at Mixed Domestic. I discovered his channel a few weeks ago. He's just such a cool guy. Um, and Lord knows you don't have to think what he's thinking or worry or because if he thinks it, it seems to fly out of his mouth, and he doesn't have probably the strongest filter, and that kind of works for me. I kind of like that, so I think he's kind of a cool, interesting dude, and I have been watching some of his some of his videos. But anyways, he I know just got back from H&H and was talking about a sale that he was having in his store and some different things that I ended up exploring. And of course, I found some fabrics that I couldn't live without, because it's not like I have stuff stacked everywhere that I'm trying to work on. And yet I have so many works in progress. I have so many quilt tops that, whatever. It is what it is. Fabric doesn't spoil. So I ended up buying a few extra things. I logged in specifically to buy one fat quarter that he had that I really, really liked. And then to get free shipping, I had to bump my order up a little bit. And I did that by buying some of his Pride, because as you know, starting tomorrow, June 1st, is Pride Month. And I just kind of fell in love with this. This was different than any of the other Pride stuff that I have. I like the equality, love is love, the Pride, just different. So I ended up grabbing, I think, a yard and a half or maybe 2 yards of this. But just so I'll have it, and I have not seen it anywhere else. And it is designed by Matthew, right? It's called Love is Love, and it's by Mr. Domestic. So it is his design and his fabric. So I grabbed that. And then he had also, I think he actually had these panels on clearance or on sale. And again, there's some that he designed. They're part of that Love is Love, Mr. Domestic. And I just kind of like that, right? I like the brick around it. I like I just like everything about this. So I grabbed this. I had already sworn off panels that I would not be using panels anymore. I'm over panels. But then I saw this, and they were a few bucks, and it was worth it to finish out to get free shipping. I mean, so why would you pay for shipping when you can just add something for a few dollars and get free shipping? Anyways, as you all know, I'm mid-century. I love mid-century stuff. And he had this orange, pink, purple collection. It's by Cloud9. It is called, now that I'm in here where I can really see, Jungle Dwellers. And, I love Tula, but Tula is a little bit out there at times. And so sometimes you need something to kind of calm things down. The sad thing is, I think this is more calming fabric, but it is what it is. So I really like the pinks, the blues, the navies. This actually has birds. I don't know if you can really see it in the fabrics, but I really like the color combinations with these. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them and how I will end up using them, but fabric doesn't spoil. Look at this. I mean, I love this pink. Come on. Pink, blue, purple. I just fell in love with these fabrics. It was like, and what's interesting, I have never bought, that I know of, Cloud9 fabrics before. I don't think any of the shops around me carries Cloud9. I actually have to go out to Mesa, I think is where we would find it. And it's organic cotton even. So I'm kind of anxious to see how that works. But I mean, I just love these colors in here. They are so mid-century, which means they are so me and so what I enjoy. And I thought, hey, for the right price, it's worth grabbing these. sorry guys, I'm trying to fold these, but it's not going to work. So let's just go on, because if not, we'll be on here all night. They have a lot of the purples and navies with the pink and the orange. I mean, I have no idea what I'm going to do with these, but I just look at that. Like, wow, how cool is that? And it is, see, this is from the Wonder Jungle collection. So it is a couple of different collections going on, but I'll end up probably mixing some of these. I liked this one especially because it's that orange, tan, brown that goes with it. And I was like, wow, if that's not very mid-century. But just the patterns, the waves, the colors, it's like, yeah, this is, I just had to have this collection. And like I said, no one out here carries Cloud9. So maybe something I have to add to my Etsy store. We'll see. They do have a collection coming out this fall for Frank Lloyd Wright. And obviously, Frank Lloyd Wright is like the godfather of mid-century. This has butterflies, guys. And so I did actually buy a few wholesale pieces of that collection. I couldn't afford a lot, but I did grab some of that again, just because I love the mid-century. Look at these flowers. These flowers to me are so 1950s, 60s. I just love these flowers. And of course, I love purple anyway, so I really got a nice selection of purple in these, which I think is really cool. And then, look, that it's an orangey red, probably not coming through the best on the camera, but again, just that whole collection. And here's the one that goes with that brown, orange, tan background, again, on a cream background with lavender, pink, and gold flowers, or stars, I guess. It was just such a cool collection. I just couldn't help to get it. With that, what I hadn't put on the first video, because I forgot, is I did just get the new Fabric Cafe Big Block 3-yard quilts. I did buy these myself. They're actually going to be in my Etsy store as well. But it's a way to really show off some amazing fabrics like this. So I will probably be playing with this pattern book at some point. But as you can imagine, I have a lot going on right now, so I don't know when that's going to make it to production, but we'll see. So that's all I wanted. I hope everyone is ready for an amazing weekend. I am so done with this week, even though it was a short week. Ready for June to get here so we can just kick things off and get moving. But guys, I appreciate you dropping in. Please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to be notified each and every time I go live or post a video. But as always, I appreciate each and every one of you being here. And until next time, happy crafting.